Podcasts, streaming, digital audio, they're all the rage right now, right? So local businesses should be all over it, right? Well, there's a reason they're not. And when I found out about it, I was like, yeah, well, that makes sense.
Corey's Local Marketing Minute is brought to you by iPublish Media. Increase new accounts and grow local ad revenue by delivering the types of campaign SMBs want to buy today. Learn more by visiting iPublishMedia.com or by emailing sales@iPublishMedia.com. And now, the shaman of local marketing, Corey Elliott.
The internet has come to all things audio. Well, it's been there. But when you think about the printed word or the moving image, true transformation in the audio space on a local level is the last of the party. But admittedly, party's been going on a while. All this to say, what do local businesses think about digital audio? Is it a viable advertising medium? Advertising media? Advertising medium? Media? Medium. I never know. Is it a viable advertising vehicle? Well, we asked our panel. Let's lay a foundation. Do they know what digital audio is? So first we asked about their personal audio habits. Do they listen to terrestrial radio? And do they listen to streaming audio? Well, 61% of our panel said every day they listen to terrestrial radio. Another 16% said at least one time a week. So 77% are pretty familiar with radio. What about streaming audio? 1 out of 2 say every day, or nearly every day. Another 19% at least once a week. 69%, over 2/3, because I understand fractions, are very familiar with streaming audio as a consumer. And that's what's important here. They're saying they're listening to it. So, what about advertising on it? Ooh, I kind of like that height. I should get lifts. So we asked, which of the following types of advertising has your business purchased in the last 12 months? What percent said local radio spots? 38%. Ads and streaming audio? 15%. Podcast ads? 3%. Pretty wide disparity. Only 15% have dabbled in ads and streaming audio. Why? It's very hot. Everybody's doing it, or listening to it. Why is this number so low? I think we might have an answer for you. So we asked about how well they understand how to buy these things. With a question, we had them rate their understanding. What percentage of our panel said they had a high understanding of how to buy radio ads? 75%, with only 14% saying they had a low understanding. What about ads and streaming audio? How many had a high understanding? 42%. What about a low one? 37%. And podcasts? 29% had a high understanding, 1 out of 2 had a low understanding. Kind of our first clue right here about why they just aren't jumping on the digital audio bandwagon. Let me show you another clue. For this next series of questions, we kind of pitted digital audio against traditional radio. And we asked, based on what you know about ads in these services, which do you think can be described with the following phrases? Like, which one offers more targeting capabilities? What percentage said streaming audio? 64%. What percent chose traditional radio? Only 3% said traditional radio can offer more targeting capabilities. More accurate reporting. 50% said digital audio can be described that way. Only 7% said traditional radio can be described that way. And when we ask which one offers the advertiser more control over where their content runs, 47% said digital audio, 16% said traditional radio. More targeting, more accurate reporting, more control over content. Seems like digital audio is dominating here, right? So what's going on? Well, we did ask one more thing. Which one's easier to buy? 31% said traditional radio. What percentage said digital audio? 7. Is it kind of gelling now? Like why they aren't buying a lot of digital audio? Because maybe they don't know how to buy digital audio? What am I saying? We actually asked them. Why haven't you bought digital audio? Top 3 answers on the board. 30% of them said, don't know enough about it. That's why I haven't bought it. I don't know enough. Number 2. Another 30% thought it was too expensive. And finally, I think my favorite, no one has pitched me. They aren't buying it because they don't know about it. No one's talking to them, so it probably feeds into why they think it's too expensive. Hard to get behind something when you don't know about it, and hard to buy something when it hasn't been pitched. Remember at the top of this thing when I said it was kind of obvious why maybe they aren't buying?
You've been watching Corey's Local Marketing Minute, sponsored by our friends at iPublish Media. Learn more at iPublishMedia.com. And if a few minutes with Corey isn't enough, you can hear more of his insights on the Local Marketing Trends podcast. Just look for the podcast link on BurrellAssociates.com.